Good evening. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Bahrain diplomacy follows moderation and balance, His Majesty stated. Bahrain unveils strategy for ICT, telecom and digital economy from 2022 to 2026. Housing Ministry distributed newly built houses. International higher ranking for Bahrain's passport.
News in detail. Diplomacy of Bahrain follows moderation and balance, His Majesty stated. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa expressed pride and appreciation of the achievements of Bahraini diplomacy in its more than 50-year-old history. These achievements follow the principles and firm values that shaped Bahrain's civilized identity that pursues tolerance, coexistence and respect for others, said His Majesty the King on the occasion of the Diplomatic Day of Bahrain, which falls on January 14th every year. Bahrain unveils strategy for ICT, telecom and digital economy from 2022 to 2026. Bahrain aims to increase national employment in the information and communications technology sector by 35% and train at least 20,000 citizens on cyber security in the next 4 years as part of an ambitious strategy to make Bahrain a regional digital innovation hub. The plan also calls for increasing the number of startups in the ICT sector by 20%. The Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Kamal bin Ahmed Mohammed, said this as he launched the 2022-2026 Telecommunications, ICT and Digital Economy Sector Strategy, a key pillar in the Economic Recovery Plan and Comprehensive Economic Growth and Development. New ICT strategy to increase the efficiency of government service. The new ICT and digital economy strategy, the Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Kamal bin Ahmed Mohammed, said will pave the way for increasing the efficiency of government services through e-transformation, digitizing documents, moving to e-payments and expanding the use of artificial intelligence, all the while strengthening public-private partnerships. The strategy calls for developing the telecommunications infrastructure, supporting the digital economy, enhancing e-governance and developing digital capacity. The minister said there are key performance indicators to measure its success by 2026. The Economic Recovery Plan mandates the development of the ICT sector in the kingdom in line with the comprehensive development goals led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. Housing Ministry distributed newly built houses. Housing beneficiaries started receiving keys to their dream homes in East Sitra and East Hid as the Ministry of Housing began the distribution of additional housing units. The Housing Ministry handed ownership contracts and keys to beneficiaries adhering to COVID-19 preventive measures. The move is part of a directive by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa to distribute 40,000 housing units, and His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, to distribute additional 2,000 housing units. The ministry indicated that the distribution of the 2,000 units is part of the government's pledge in its action plan to provide 25,000 housing units. International higher ranking for Bahrain's passport. Bahrain's passport has improved its power on the latest Henley Passport Index ranking, even as COVID-19 and its new Omicron variant create havoc across the globe. The passport now ranks 62nd on the Henley Passport Index, climbing 7 positions from the 69th rank held last year. The index includes 199 different passports and 227 different travel destinations. Bahrain's currently have visa-free access to 84 destinations around the globe. Today's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Train derails in India's West Bengal state, 9 dead. Rescuers found 4 bodies overnight as they cleared the 12 mangled coaches of a train that derailed in India's West Bengal state, raising the death toll to 9, a railroad official said Friday. At least 45 people were injured in the accident on Thursday as the coaches went off the rails and 3 capsized, said Rajiv Jain, a railroad ministry spokesman. The rescue work was completed and the track was being cleared to restore train services in the region, Jain said. The train was on its way to Guwahati in Assam state from Bikaner, a city in Rajasthan state, when the accident occurred in Jalpaiguri district, Associated Press reported. Now we will be back after a very short break.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Welcome back. SCHA launches new app to streamline visa screening appointments in UAE. Abu Dhabi Health Services Company has launched its visa screening app. This will simplify the process of booking an appointment at SEHA's Disease Prevention and Screening Centers for residents. Currently available for individual booking only, the application will be expanded to include businesses at a larger stage, with 12 disease prevention and screening centers located across the Emirate. SEHA is streamlining the booking process and reducing waiting times by launching the smartphone-based appointment service. Dubai Electricity and Water Authority has successfully launched DEWA Satellite 1, the world's first nano-satellite that supports the digitization of electricity and water networks. DEWA Sat-1 was launched on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Cape Canaveral Space Launch Complex in Florida, USA. The nano-satellite was designed and developed at DEWA's R&D Center in the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. By deploying this infrastructure, DEWA seeks to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of its planning and operations and enhance preventive maintenance at its production, transmission, distribution, as well as its smart grids and electric vehicle charging stations. Abu Dhabi to host 49th General Assembly of the Federation of Arab News Agencies General Assembly Conference. The General Assembly of the Federation of Arab News Agencies, FANA, announced that Its 49th conference will be held in Abu Dhabi from 15th to 17th November 2022, coinciding with the Global Media Congress. The decision was made during the 48th conference, which was hosted by the Saudi Press Agency on 11th and 12th January 2022. The participants approved the formation of a committee to develop FANA and enable it to implement the activities which are planned by the General Assembly. The cause of the surge of cases in the Eastern Mediterranean region probably due to Omicron, WHO said. A shocking surge in COVID-19 cases across the Eastern Mediterranean region is probably due to the Omicron variant, a WHO official said, warning that some countries in the group still have very low vaccination rates. Reported cases in the region rose 89% in the first week of January from a week earlier, but deaths fell by 13%. WHO Regional Director Ahmed Al-Manthari said on Thursday, out of 22 mostly Middle Eastern countries in the region, 15 have officially reported cases of the highly infectious Omicron variant. Earth hits 6th warmest year on record. Earth simmered to the 6th hottest year on record in 2021, according to several newly released temperature measurements. And scientists say exceptionally hot year is part of a long-term warming trend that shows hints of accelerating to US science agencies, NASA, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and a private measuring group released their calculations for last year's global temperature on Thursday, and all said it wasn't far behind ultra-hot 2016 and 2020. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.